Fuel your body with complete multivitamin, the perfect balance of essential nutrients for daily health and wellness. Carefully formulated from natural ingredients, our multivitamin packs vitamins A, C, D, E, plus key minerals like zinc and magnesium to support your immune system and boost energy. Just 1 tablet a day is all you need. Take it with water and feel the difference as prescribed by your healthcare provider. Stay active, stay strong, stay ready with Complete Multivitamin, your daily dose of vitality. Complete Multivitamin, simple, powerful nutrition. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition store.
Good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Good evening from my end. It's exactly 12 minutes past 8 p.m. Hope you're having an easy Tuesday. And of course, welcome to another episode of the Africa Today Show. My name is Joby. To the first time returning listeners on all our YouTube channels, in case you're here for the first time, kindly feel free to join us by subscribing and ensure you download our app where you can get yourself those amazing multivitamin and also other amazing organic
Another damn nice ass damn. A bunch of casinos on. Hey, all you pretendings, why don't you got none of these damn? This is owned by the Cherokee. I'm in damn, Oklahoma. All these damn casinos. Why you pretendings don't own none of these casinos? When you pretendings, I'm looking at all these casinos. I don't see not one of you Negroes own none of these casinos out here in Oklahoma. You pretending. I'm just asking for a friend.
Okay. Yeah, maybe the pretenders can also get the supplements on the Black Fire Network.
If you've been pretending, you might as well be healthy pretending at least.
Period. But anyway, Keith, how are you doing? How is your afternoon going?
I'm good, Joby. I'm good. I'm trying to get out of this state called Oklahoma. 3 more miles. I got like 5 more miles. I've been another fucked up state called Arkansas. Wow. So one fucked up state to another fucked up state.
Oh,
away from that. This is what Jason said. His family come from Arkansas. So I'm finally about to get out of Oklahoma.
But anyway,
this poverty-ridden ass state, and go on to another poverty-ridden ass state.
You're breaking. I think you are maybe in a bad area as well. But anyway, family. We're gonna start with what's happening in Uganda.
Of course, I'm in poor states. I'm in poor states with bad internet. They're not rich states. Go ahead.
I see my internet is also buffering too. But anyway, yeah, I'm saying we're going to start with what is happening in Uganda. They shut down their internet. Uganda is supposed to be going for their election that is on Thursday. And Museveni had already warned this. He had already said this last year that come January, literally towards the election, they're going to be shutting down their internet to avoid any misinformation being pushed towards about the results and all that. And of course, yeah, the Gen Zs love him. So that is one of the updates actually happening currently in East Africa. And it's crazy because this is happening the same time when he said that Kenya is not even a third world country. He said that. He said we are not what? A world what?
Well, I can't even say you're not a first world country.
A first world country? Like, where are you? You are that world country.
He's saying that, people saying that Kenya is a lot better than Uganda. He's trying to pull Kenya back. Say no. Kenya's still a third world country like us. We're right there with Kenya. I don't want to hear no more about this Kenya being a first world nation. It's not the first world nation.
We don't get our internet shut down during the elections. It has never happened. I've never seen it. All that happens is, of course, the elections are going to be stolen. Literally, they're going to announce the winner. People are going to fight, maybe, or it's going to be peaceful. But we don't have our internet shut down. Like, are you kidding me? Museveni, come on, pull up your socks, do better. But yes, that is what is happening. They're saying that Uganda shut down the internet ahead of the Thursday general election and says that the move is aimed at safeguarding national security and maintaining public order by curbing the spread of misinformation, disinformation, and electoral fraud. The Ugandan Communication Commissions has also instructed the service providers to
See,
temporarily
when you
disable
turn,
access.
when you see that this is one of the main things. When you know you're a corrupt country, you shut down the internet. That's why Tanzania did it. You know when you're about to steal and you're corrupt, that's why you shut down the internet. That's not a show of confidence. That's a show, yes, we're corrupt, and we're just using excuses so we can shut down the internet. Yeah, we're corrupt. We know it. So what?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And someone says on the comment section that if Kenyan tried this, everyone would literally, it's gonna be a war. Like, why are you shutting down the
All
internet?
right.
Remember, there's a time actually there were no lights, and that time we were actually in Tanzania, like almost for I think a week or 3 days, and people are really going crazy, like really, really crazy on social media. Like you can imagine, the lights are not on, but people have their phones charged and literally busy tweeting and making the whole situation trend everywhere for the people to return electricity. So please don't try that right here. But also on this other end, I want to share this video. There's something you had mentioned about the same similar literally words about high speed being a very dangerous person currently now globally, literally because of
Of course,
how
because
is
it was
in
influence.
fake narrative of the white people that they have
Of
always been
Africa.
displaying about the continent of
Exactly.
Africa. Listen to this.
Show Speed is one of the most dangerous black men in the world right now. And not for the reason you
Yep.
think. Dangerous because he's dismantling centuries of propaganda in 60-second clips. For generations, Western media and power structure spent billions in painting Africa as savage, dangerous, poor, working tirelessly to divide Africans on the continent and our family in the diaspora. Made many black Americans believe they were Africa, Angola, Kenya, Rwanda. And what happens? Love. Country to country, city to city, overwhelming love. Artists hand him portraits, kids chant his name, elders bless him, street vendors feed him real food. Every city, every border, welcome home. Now, some will say, well, he's famous. Of course he gets love. But fame didn't protect him everywhere. In parts of Europe or Asia where he is just as known, he was met with racial slurs, monkey noises,
Exactly.
people literally
Nigga,
throwing
monkey,
bananas. On
monkey,
this
nigga.
continent,
Exactly.
he's valued, respected, celebrated. Here's why this matters more than you think. Speed's audience is young. Millions who've had zero touch points with Africa beyond negative headlines and history classes filled with lies. He's not just talking to people who are already aware. He's introducing a lot of new people, the next generation, to a side of Africa they desperately tried to hide. His live streams show real kindness. He's making respect for Africa go viral. He's changing the message from be careful to you must visit and experience for yourself. This matters because narrative shapes movement. When a 16-year-old black American in Chicago, who's been told his whole life that there's no food in Africa, watches Speed taste local food in Zimbabwe and say, why is the meat so good? It breaks that lie in seconds. Now imagine black teens across the Americas. Watch how people on the continent embrace Speed like a cousin. Something shifts fundamentally. Maybe Africa isn't just struggle. Maybe Africa is me. And that's the danger. Dangerous to a long-running story that kept many away from the continent, away from its people, talent, and opportunities. Once you witness the love and feel seen, the old script stops working. You start planning trips that will build bridges, lead to real meaningful relationships, cultural projects, and business ideas. That means money, skills, and attention flowing toward African cities, not away from them. I left Germany behind and built a new life in Africa because what many of us already knew, I Show Speed is proving live and reminding everyone who missed it. This is home. Africa is where we are valued, welcomed, respected, and able to build. Follow for more to join my journey of building a new purpose-driven life in Africa and a short-term.
That's why I said
So
that. That's why I
literally, the
said this was
narrative.
so dangerous. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm gonna cut you off, but that's why I said this is so dangerous because he don't know what he's doing. Because you got to understand the propaganda of Africa has been so dominant and widely spread globally. That Africa is savage and the niggas are backwards. They're stupid. They're supposed to be slaves, and no one should respect the African people. When you go here, dominate them and take over them and treat them like shit. And that's what you see in a completely different narrative. With Speed not even trying to do that because his reach is so big. You see in real time the African people. That's why I try to tell people your natural disposition is love. That's why I keep saying, give it all the goofy tribal stereotypes you got of each other. I've been all over Africa. Your natural fallback is love. You're loving people. That's your natural nature, is love. So when Speed is showing this and they're giving him this love, because he was famous when he went to Europe. He wasn't getting that. He's called, oh, you filthy, dirty monkey nigga. So that's what he was getting. Even though he was famous, that didn't mean nothing. White people don't care about your fame. Then you're still a black nigga. Like I said, you talking about your car. If we thought that Jamaican bro, I got a car. All they see you is a monkey in a car.
Love is
That's what they see. But him
really
being able to him being able to go to Africa and see the love, see the love and get it reciprocated back, because he's amongst the people. Everybody's FBA morons are getting mad, trying to change the narrative, right? Like get trying to change his narrative. Oh, some people begged, some people did this. I get people begging for me in America. What are you talking about? So they hate that narrative because you've been given a false dichotomy about African people, because you got a few coons over here. You know, you got to be a coon to come over here from the Caribbean and from Africa. He's going to meet the regular people. And it's been nothing but a warm embrace of love. Not nothing fake. Not nothing. The only thing he's ever got bad was the white people. That was in Africa. Talking crazy. But Africans, I'm showing them but love. Where's all the hate? They supposed to hate you. And I tried to tell you, I'm not Speed. So I don't got the reach. I can't tell you when I try to go to Africa, I get nothing but love. That's true. That's a fact. But I don't got the reach. So yeah, Keith, shut up. Get out of here. All right. I'm just telling you. When I go to South Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, I get nothing but love. And I just want to. So he just proven what I said and other people have said. They just, oh, you get treated bad, you get murdered, you get killed. Those are lies. Go ahead, Joe. I'm going to cut you off.
Oh, yeah, shout out to John Mosquito. Habari yako. Are you saying this like Aisha Speed? Literally, are you saying
Habari yako. Like I said, the kids say, Nzuri. What? What do you say? What? Nzuri. You understand me? You understand me? Yes.
So the kid was running. I don't know why they thought maybe he wanted to attack, it's crazy. But shout out to Ricky as well. He's saying no matter how many videos we show of Aisha Speed, he's not coming to Africa. It's okay, but it's not. You don't have to.
You don't gotta come to Africa, Ricky. But I just passed one of your casinos in Oklahoma, and I ain't seen no pretendians in there owning none of them. But I still love you, brother. Just tell the pretendians to share some of that wealth. Tell the Indians who classify themselves as Indians to share some of that wealth with the rest of the pretendian Negroes. I don't see no pretendians owning those casinos in none of these states. I just want to tell them to share some of that wealth with you guys. And I know most of my $5 Indians, because I'm laughing. I'm looking at the billboards that are up, and it's complete white people saying they're Choctaw and Cherokee. I'm like, what Choctaw and Cherokee is this? So I know that those people with the
I think I lost you. We lost that kid for a minute, but literally this video of Aisha Speed, it speaks about how the love is received in Africa and the difference. This is not just him. We also had DDG, for those maybe who know DDG. He was in Nigeria, and he said the same thing. He feels very safe being in the continent of Africa rather than being in the States. It's different. So listen to this.
The love is really in Africa, bro. It's really love here, bro. Bro, I haven't been nowhere where I thought like, oh no, I don't belong here. I haven't felt that nowhere here. Well, maybe the safari.
Maybe the safari, which is of course a joke, but literally, hey, it's real. The love is real. Literally, it's so real. It is so there. But as we get to literally continue from that, moving away from Aisha Speed and what is happening in Uganda, I want us to get to the real conversation. And like I said, I have this article, which is exposing the stages of New World Order from the Freemasons to the agenda of 2030, and also going to be looking at the how in 2001 how the U.S. general um, saw a classified Pentagon memo that said we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years. Just a minute, let me come back to that. Yeah, so let me go through the article, and of course, I'm going to jump into the second one, which is explaining how in 2001 the US general saw a classified Pentagon memo that said we're going to take out 7 countries, and that is in 5 years. And we're seeing the same thing happening currently, which the mentioned countries are Iraq, Syria, Libya, Somali, Sudan, Lebanon, and Iran. So literally, we're gonna be looking at that. But first, let me start with this. And it first talks about the setup and says, "You think world moves naturally? That's wrong. Every crisis, war, and global change was arranged step by step. They call it the Great Plan. Of course, that's what they do. The beginning, that is in the 18th century, it started in the 18th century. Freemasons planted ideas inside Western politics and education. They didn't need weapons, they only needed control over human mind. Give me control over education, and I'll shape the future. Money takeover, that is in the 19th century. Then came the economy. The big banks were created. Then the Federal Reserves, that is in the 1913. For the first time in history, world money was no longer controlled by the nations. But they by a small group of families. Literally, let me repeat that again. For the first time in history, world money was no longer controlled by nation, but by a small group of families. Of course, we know who they are, and of course, we have now in the 20th century. Then came a new phase, which is the two world wars. Same pattern, the chaos solution and new order, which is of course think equal to the Hegelian dialectic, right? And every solution only made their power stronger. It keeps on doing that. Global control system after the wars, nation collapse. They offered survivors, UN, IMF, the WHO, World Bank, the first global institutions that regulate all the humanity, which you can see actually the effect of it today in so many countries. Mind control era is where the next stage is the mind control, where it's not chips, media, Hollywood, music, and news all became tools of the narrative. You're given an entertainment so you can forget to think. Critical thinking, I keep on talking about that. Digital weaponization, then came the digital era. Data became a weapon. Every click, uh, every every click, like the let me read that again. Every click, like, and purchase is recorded from the systems to algorithms, from algorithms to policy. They don't need to spy on you. They already know you better than you know yourself, which is so crazy. That is why we go to literally when you talk about the digitalization of weapons. So we go back, I think, to all the systems that are created, the hospitals, which are money, sy- money systems. Literally, actually, it's a money system. The schools, the hospitals, all of them, literally. And so many of our data is actually collected from birth, from your name, from your color, from the eye of your color, from a lot, literally your DNA and all that. But they're talking about now Agenda 2030. Now we enter the financial phase. That is Agenda 2030, which is wrapped in a beautiful name, Sustainable Development Goals, right? I mean, they promised that, especially in Africa, man, they really pushed this, and we thought actually by 2030, Africa is going to be looking beautiful. Where are we today? Look at Uganda. Sounds noble, but it is the peak of the total control. Total surveillance system, where, of course, the green energy, we have the green energy control of resources. digital ID, control of identity, cashless society, control of finance, smart city, control of movement, all
Movement.
leading to one system, total surveillance society. We have the final truth, which borders will disappear. Only one global system will remain. Number one rule, we have the bank and
None.
the leader. That is
That,
ideology, which is equal to obey for the common good. We have the Freemasons who built the foundation. Central banks funded it. Technology became the tool. Agenda 2030 is the execution. Everything follows one red thread. Order out of chaos. Don't keep this truth to yourself. Spread it to awaken the 90% because you are the 5%. Literally remember that. So moving away from that, now we have the 2001 where the US general saw the classified Pentagon memo, because if you literally talk about in a very shallow way what high show speed is showing and how all this is structured and how Africa, not just Africa, but globally, how people have been kept dumb and how the system have been controlling people. I mean, they all knew about it. It's so many articles that Keith we've reviewed. We've seen how all this was planned. It's just a shock to us, the people. But the 1% again knew very well this was coming to happen. So in 2001, we had a U.S. general who saw the classified Pentagon memo that said we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years. And the mentioned countries is Iraq, Syria, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Lebanon, and Iraq. I mean Iran. Look at the last 20 years, and then look at today's headlines. They buried this memo, and I'm digging it up. That is what he says. And he also talks about the U.S. General Wesley Clark visited the Pentagon, and he was shown a classified memo that said we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years. And this was after 9/11, which of course, if you look up the Dancing Israels, that is Larry Silverstein, operational Northwoods, to understand this false flag. I don't know if you guys are copying or with me so far. The memo wasn't
yes.
about the defense. It outlined a post 9/11 strategic roadmap for reshaping the Middle East by removing governments seen as obstacle to Israel and US dominance. Greater Israel Project with is equal to stealing resources. Literally, they do that. And seven countries is one sequence. At the time it sounded insane, and today it sounds very accurate, because one by one the list is stopped being theoretical. The targets were Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Iran, and not for terrorism, not for weapons of mass destruction. These invasions were not reactions, they were all pre planned. So, this is just a shock, maybe to some of us, maybe to majority of the people who do not know, of course, what happens behind the curtains. The plan had nothing to do with terrorism, and the plan had nothing to do with terrorism. Clark said it himself. They were going to start wars and change governments, and nobody is going to stop us. This was empire building for someone else's benefit. Of course, the same thing. Each of these 7 nations shared one thing. They were enemies of Israel domination in the region. They supported Palestine resistance. They had independent economies, and they rejected the dollar and the Rothschilds Bank. They were in the way of the greater Israel project, which is, of course, a colony. In 1996, Israel advisor, including future Prime Minister Netanyahu, published the Clean Break Report. It called on the U.S. to overthrow Saddam Hussein, weaken Syria, contain Iran, reshape the Middle East to secure Israel power, and America just obeyed. Like, yes, sir. So yes,
Of
this
course.
invasion is
Of course, they,
aligned.
of course, they, of course, they obeyed because they obeyed because the bank, the Federal Reserve Bank, created by the cats, controls America, and so that's how they get they get their puppets in through their fake banking scam. So they'll do exactly. So so through the made-up country of is not real is how they control the world. Go ahead, Joe.
Also says that the invasion was aligned with an agenda, the Greater Israel Project, which is a goal to expand Israel territory and control the region. But
Exactly.
Israel could not do it alone. So the US military became the enforcer. They used their influence, which is we have the IPAC, central banks, BlackRock, media, and blackmail as well. Who paid for it? America taxpayers, millions of innocent lives, and trillions in debt. And who is actually profiting from it is the weapon constructors, oil companies, private central banks, and Israel.
Exactly.
Layer about it is every war required a massive loan from who? Privately owned central banks like the Federal Reserve and
Federal
international
Reserve.
funding.
Yeah, it's not. That's not exactly privately owned. Not owned by the American people. American people don't got nothing to do with printing this fake dollar. They don't own none of it. It's not from the government. It's privately owned. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Joe.
and it says that this is owned by the privately owned by central banks like the Federal Reserve and international funds run by firms like BlackRock. And of course, this is where you say follow the money. The Rothschilds, which are the Jewish banking dynasty, were historic owners of central banks in Europe. The Rothschilds created Israel on stolen Palestine land and see Balfour Declaration. BlackRock, the most powerful financial firm in the world today, has deep ties to Israel and the US politics. So let's call it what it is. America
BlackRock and Vanguard. BlackRock and Vanguard own all companies on the planet. Ain't that funny? Who owns BlackRock and Vanguard? You know who. Go ahead, Joe.
Says that American soldiers are killing and dying for wars to serve Israel's strategy and private banking interests. No one in Washington will admit it. No one in Washington has power to stop it because they all are funded by the same machine. If you
Exactly.
notice,
That's what. So what Joby's telling you, Joby's saying this fake right, left, this fake opposition. If you got opposition, the fake left and right, it's all phony because it's funded by the same people. They own the banks. They make the money. So they fund both sides. So you think you're fighting against this side, you fight against that side. No, because they fund both sides. They control all of it from behind the scenes. Go ahead, Joby.
Yeah, and says that not every country needs a full invasion. Sometimes sanctions were enough. Economic pressure did the job. Internal chaos finished the work. Collapse doesn't always require bombs. This is the real playbook where they create a threatening narrative, apply economic strangulations, fuel internal division, claim diplomacy has failed, justify interventions or permanent destabilization. Different countries, same strategy every single time. Where we have, of course, again, zoom out, Iraq, Libya, Syria, Sudan, where it is partitioned and destabilized, Somalia bombed and endless invasion, Lebanon.
Partition. You guys know partition means the countries are cut up. What they want to do with Russia, what they want to do with Congo, they want to partition, cut it up with a bunch of puppets. Sometimes they don't want a puppet no more. They say, I want to deal with a puppet. I want complete control of it. I don't want to pay a goofy puppet. I want all of it. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, so the question is which name is standing? It's Iran, and of course, which is our topic of the day because their economy has officially, their currency, has officially collapsed, of course, the economy. They're saying that Iran is one of the few countries left with no Rothschild central bank, recently bombed by Israel, and it looks like Israel or US will strike very soon again.
About to strike very soon because see, you got the CIA and these and the Mossad in your country. They run around Kenya, right, left, and center. You think y'all white people, something you don't know. You see them on the street, they sit on the bus with you. These are spies. Okay, they're gauging the people. They're looking to overthrow the countries or see how things are actually working. Africa don't have to throw because they got all their puppets in there. That's why you got Kenyans don't know what's going. Well, we support Israel. Don't know what the hell they're talking about. So when you got a country like Iran, who is a threat to their agenda, they're in Iran destabilizing things and also destroying the economy. So people will uprise. People uprise when they can't eat. You can't feed your baby. You're going to go out in the streets and demand for change. But you don't know the change you're demanding exactly what your enemies want. You're going to work right to their hands All you know is that you're hungry. Your baby's hungry. And so you're going to overthrow your government who hasn't really been that good to you either, sadly enough, the way you treat your people good, like even Torre, so they will protect you. But sadly, that goopy Islam shit is backward as fuck. So they've been treating women all fucked up and all them goopy religious nonsense, that Sharia law shit. And so the people are tired of that. They don't want to be raped. They don't want to be all up in this Islamic shit all the time. And so the outside know that, so they despise all this and say, yeah, you want to change. Look at it. Is it good to be this Islamic shit? You can't even feed your baby. Is Allah gonna like this? Do you like, is Allah, you're hungry, you know, you got no clothes, butt cheeks out. You don't want your butt cheeks out, do you? No, hell no, I don't. So you cause the destabilization. That's why right now you don't see it on social media. But Iran is in major protest, right? They're going to show you that because it's going to benefit them. They're going to start showing you. But the other protest they won't show you is Argentina, because Argentina said we want these Zionist Jays out of here. We know what the fuck they're trying to do. They don't show you that happened in Argentina. They won't show you that. Argentina knows what's going on. They said we want these people out. And they know they put that Jay puppet president in there. That's why you had Trump and Joey's best friend, Alex Jones, and Never Jew Jones, the leader of Venezuela. Trump died. And people know he's a Zionist Jay who was pretending. And they also be crypto Jews. They pretend they're not these people so they can get in power and destroy from within. So you got Venezuela, Argentina, which is a racist country still, but they're going crazy. They say we want all these damn Zionist Jays out of here. We want this president gone. We want his ass gone. Because they know what Joey read is all true. So you got a waking up happening too. All these people controlling the whole world. Because remember, you're not allowed to know. You're not allowed to have free discussions. That's why I told you, everybody black in America has any kind of authority. That's what I was going to do this weekend. I'll do it because I didn't get home really, guys. I'm going to show you every fake politician and black leader is sponsored by the hacks. So we got no real leadership in Africa. I mean, in America, black America, just like Africa. They're all sponsored. All of them. No matter what they run in Congress or city government or mayor or they're all bought and controlled by the hacks. Every last one of them. That's how despicable it is. So you got no black representation, sadly, nowhere on the globe except for the Sahel states. That's it. That's it. Only black leadership you got is 3 niggas in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso who, after they get done with us, they coming after them. That's all you got. These are only 3 niggas on the planet, period, that are working on black people's behalf. That's it. All countries in Africa are controlled and bought by these hacks. All of them. All people in America are bought and controlled by these hacks. All of them. You got no representation. No, it's all fake. It's all phony. The fake Jesse Jackson, the fake Al Sharpton, all the Congress. They want to talk about the immigrant caucus. You might as well call it the Black Hat Caucus. Okay? Black Hat. You're black and you're controlled by the hats. You're the Black Hat Caucus in Congress. Because every last one, and the ones who didn't remember, the ones who didn't go along with the hats, what happened? They were taken out of Congress last year during the 2024 election. The one who mentioned the hats had the nerve to mention them where they at now. They got their ass up out of Congress. The hats got their ass up out of there. There's a girl from St. Louis. I forgot her name. You got Bowman. He was from New York. So you had the representative out of St. Louis area. They got with her ass. And you got Bowman, who's out of New York. And they were still bootlicks, but they mentioned just a little tiny. They did a Kanye West, a little bit, and their ass was out of there. Your ass is out of here. They did a little Kanye West, little truth, and they was gone with the quickness. Your ass is out of here. You dare you open your ragged ass black mouth. You shut your damn mouth. And they had some, now they probably back on the street selling peanuts. Oh, there they at. So I don't know what they do. I don't know what that lady doing in St. Louis or what the brother doing over in New York. But they ain't in Congress no more. And you see every last one of the black people in Congress who's supposed to represent us, Black America. That's why we don't never get representation. They represent the hacks. Every last, that's how filthy it is. Every last, I went through, that's what the show is going to be, but I'm going to do it this weekend. I went through every last one of them. Fuck being an immigrant. No matter where they come from, they don't represent you. They represent the hacks. It's crazy. I'm going to have Joby pull that up. I'm going to have Joby, I'm going to put it up right now. I'm going to have Joby pull up, I want you to put up the Congressional Black Caucus, is the Congressional Black Caucus sponsored by AIPAC. AIPAC is Israel. So it's the Congressional Black Caucus, or just say how many people in the Congressional Black Caucus is sponsored by Israel. It's going to be every last one of these boot-licking handkerchief head niggas. Every last one of them. Say how many congressmen and say how many people in the Congressional Black Caucus is sponsored by AIPAC?
By AIPAC, okay.
I guess for AIPAC, is it IAPAC or is it AIPAC? You guys know
that the Congressional Black Caucus CBC isn't sponsored by the AIPAC as a single entity, but AIPAC, a powerful pro-Israel lobbying group, provides significant financial support and endorsement to many individuals, including CBC members. CBC members. That's the Congressional Black Caucus. So this is Google trying to bullshit you. And so they try to say no, it doesn't represent directly as a caucus. But if you go to each individual people that's in the caucus, Joby, they're all controlled by AIPAC, which controls the Jewish lobby. Every last one of them. There's not one. The two that were not, they're gone, Joby. They're gone. They got them out of there. You'll fall in line. You'll be a bootlick, or you'll have your ass up out of here. They're gone. So they're trying to tell you about a roundabout way. Yes, Joby. They're all controlled by you, by the hacks. Every last one of them. That's why they don't represent nobody black, Joby. That's why they never say nothing about Africa. Just like the Africans never say nothing about the black Americans. Because the hats say you better shut your fucking mouth. So
anything about black, go ahead, Joby.
Let me share this video you shared with me on the TikTok, still related with because I think this is the collapse of the dollar, literally what we're witnessing as well, because they're trying to save themselves through this wars they are creating, taking over these countries of the resources. So let me share this, then switch up to something else.
7 days ago, if you believe that the United States military launched a raid on Venezuela just to capture one man, you're missing the single most important financial signal of your lifetime.
And now I only sent Joby 2. There's actually 5 versions. I only sent Joby 2. There's actually 5 parts of this. You need to hear all 5, which I've been saying. I told you this was coming. But go ahead, Joby.
In the morning was not a political operation. It was not a diplomatic mission. It was a bank robbery. It was the definitive, undeniable confirmation that the United States dollar has officially reached the end of the line. Ladies and gentlemen, Asian guy here, known as John A.G. We need to call this exactly what it is. This is the dollar death blow. When you strip away the flags and the speeches, the raid on Caracas was the desperate act of a bankrupt empire that can no longer afford to pay for the resources it needs to survive. Think about it. For the last 50 years, the United States has enjoyed a privilege that no other country in history has ever had. They could print pieces of green paper that cost nothing to produce, and trade them for real things.
And buy real shit. Exactly. I can take fake money that I print in my printing press. Go to Joby. Joby, like your house, or like your car, like your shoes. Let me give you my fake paper. They say, okay. And it says $10,000 on it. Okay. You know why? Because you agreed that it's worth $10,000. I did. But it's nothing but paper. go ahead, Joe.
Dollars and get Chinese electronics. They could print dollars and get Mexican silver. It was the greatest magic trick in economic history, but the magic has run out. The world has stopped believing in the paper. The debt has grown so large, $38.5 trillion and counting, that the math is physically impossible. The interest payments alone are consuming the entire tax revenue of the country. And when an empire realizes that its credit card is maxed out, when they realize that nobody wants their IOUs anymore, they don't stop consuming, they stop trading, and they start taking. We have officially entered stage 4 of the empire collapse cycle. This is the stage known as desperate resource acquisition. It is the moment when the hegemon realizes that the only asset they have left is their military, and they decide to use it to seize the collateral. Do you really think they sent helicopters and special forces just to arrest Nicolas Maduro? Do you think they risked a global war just for a photo op? No, they went in for the prize. They went in for the $17.3 trillion worth of proven oil reserves sitting under the Venezuelan soil. They went in because the strategic petroleum reserve in the United States is empty. They went in because they need real, tangible wealth to backstop a financial system that is hollowed out by inflation and derivatives. The dollar is dying, so they are trying to back it with stolen oil. This is the signal you have been waiting for. It proves that the government knows exactly how bad the situation is. They know the printing press isn't enough anymore. If the dollar was strong, they would just buy the oil. They would just write a check. But they didn't write a check. They sent a gunship that tells you everything you need to know about the purchasing power of the fiat currency in your pocket. It is worthless. And if they are willing to invade a sovereign nation to secure their energy supply,
and pause it. It's worthless. So I pause it. So I said it was going to be worthless, and that's why I'm building so fast. And I had one guy like strangle this nigga's neck. I had one drawback. That's why I'm trying to build in Africa. Until I'm telling you guys, get ready. This dollar is going away. Explain this to you for years. I'm the crazy one. I keep crazy. What day? What when? This is what they showing you. They know what I'm saying is true. Why would shadow banned every fucking where? That's why I say I gotta build in Africa. Because I gotta have tangible shit when this shit collapses. I'm not assed out. You want this dollar? And you better get that shit out of my face. I'm gonna do with this. Wipe your ass with it. It's cheaper than toilet paper, But if you're back in Jamaica, you might need it because you don't want to use leaves and sticks, Wow. I don't want you doing that. That's what that lady said. You can't blame that. That lady said, Joker, not me. Go ahead.
Realize they are running out of the other strategic asset they need to wage war. What do you think they will do when they realize they are out of silver? Because you can't run a Tomahawk missile without silver. You can't run a satellite.
Exactly. Pause it. Pause it. If you guys think about silver isn't, even though it's a measure of value like gold and silver, silver is more important because silver is an industrial material. Everything in the world, you got your phone, rockets is made from silver because silver is what conductible. It conducts energy. So, and without silver, you can't build shit. You can't build weapons. You can't build this lockdown system that they want to build to survey the world. Every instrument needs silver. And guess what? They don't got none. Silver's not, you can't make fake silver. You got to dig that from the ground. And they don't got no fake. So, and also they've been giving people, like I try to teach them more, don't ever trust the stock market, ever. It's all fake. As I showed them. So they've been having people buy fake silver with paper and then giving them paper IOUs. The Connex have been giving them not real metal, but giving them fake silver. And so this Ponzi scheme, these hats have been running. It is absolutely brilliantly wicked. It is brilliantly wicked. And now I don't sound like the crazy motherfucker in the room no more. Because everything I said is coming true. Ain't that right? Because I research everything. I just don't go along with the goofy news is telling me somebody on the, all the news is on by them. I don't listen to goofy radio. So nah, there's some bullshit here. So the Connex has been selling people fake silver. And so you found out that they know these crazy bastards want to go to war. So The people that got the biggest silver mines, like China, have now stopped selling them silver. So you can't build missiles. You can't build nothing without silver. You can't even build electric cars without silver, because it's the conductibility that silver has. It's an industrial metal, not just a value metal for selling goods and services or money. It's industrial. And everybody's stopping the silver that they're selling because they know that these crazy bastards want to go to war. So without no silver, you can't make no weapons. You can't make these weapons to go kidnap people and kill them and shit. Okay? But America, since they were stupid, they gave all their mines to goofy China. And now China said, no more silver, you savage ass bastards. Right? So the price of silver is going to go astronomically through the roof. And so whatever silver you got in the bank, I'm telling you what's coming. I need the Chinese man. I've been told y'all this. So whatever silver you got that's real, you better have it at home and keep your mouth. Now this is what I do agree with Joby. This is what I agree. You better keep your mouth shut. How about if you got any real silver? Because they will confiscate it. It's going to be considered a national security measure. So if you got silver in the bank, you better get it, because the government's going to come take your shit. Okay? They'll come get it, because they're going to want to build these bombs and this other shit. Because their thing is to make sure they got control of the world through Israel. But they don't got the silver. See, silver is a real metal. You can't print silver like you do fake paper. You got to do mining projects. And you got to actually have the silver in the ground. And that takes years to do mining to have enough silver. And so, he's right, though, I told you. It's crazy. What a great time to be alive. The collapsing of empire, people trying to rebuild empires. In Africa, you don't get your shit together, they're going to try to re-slave us. That's what's coming. See, it's going to be bright. None of this fake shit is being your friend. They're going to say we need these African niggas to work these mines. We're going to break your back to do it. So they're going to be able to smiling in your face and pretending that they can stand your black ass. Because guess what? Africa's got a lot of silver, and they need it. And they'll enslave your ass in a minute. Now. And you'll think they're your white Jesus or your white Allah. They'll have your ass with a pick and shovel and some fucked up conditions digging forever down there. Get your nigga ass down there and get that silver out of there. It's about to get brutal and real. No more fake. No more fake. They my friends. They my buddies. Because this civilization is collapsing, and the only thing ever matters to them is dominance, power, and wealth. Go ahead, Joby.
Okay.
Without silver. And unlike oil, they can't just pump more silver out of the ground in Venezuela.
Sure can't.
They have to find it. They have to buy
They'll get some
it. They
They're going to go to Africa and get some slavery.
Foreign policy, and look at it as the final warning bell. The rules of the game have changed. We are no longer in a global free market where prices are determined by supply and demand. We're in a global resource war where assets are determined by who has the biggest stick.
With the biggest
environment, holding paper assets, holding stocks, bonds, or currency is suicide. Because paper is just a claim on a government that is currently resorting to piracy to pay its bills.
Now they said we're going to start knocking. They're going to resort to start knocking you in your motherfucking head. The 70 say something out of line, you're going to be gone. Bruno say something out of line, you're going to be gone. Okay? You're going to do what you're told to do. You're going to toe the line, or you're going to get knocked in the motherfucking head. That's what they're going to start showing you. No more, like you said, no more fake. No more be fake with you. Because this is about the survival. Go ahead, Joby.
You need to hold what they are chasing. You need to hold the real assets. And to understand where we go next, to understand why this specific military action guarantees $200 silver, you have to look at the history books. You have to realize that we have seen this movie before. Rome did it. The British did it. The Dutch did it. They all followed the exact same seven-stage pattern of decline. And if you map the United States onto that timeline, the conclusion is terrifying. We aren't just in debt. We are in the terminal phase. Let's break down the 7 stages of empire. Let's look at exactly where we are on the clock and why stage 4 is the point of no return. History never lies, it only rhymes. And right now, the rhyme scheme is screaming at us from the pages of every history book ever written about the fall of great powers. You have to understand that nations do not just collapse overnight. They follow a specific mathematical trajectory that is as predictable as the tides. Whether you are talking about the Roman Empire, the Dutch Empire, or the British Empire, the pattern is always identical because human nature never changes and the corruption of money never changes. We have passed through the early stages of this cycle, the stages of sound money. If you
Okay. So
Go to the next one I sent you. Yeah.
okay, I think his page.
Yeah.
I want to his page. You sent it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
on TikTok or WhatsApp?
Yeah, on TikTok. You got to go down where he was at. It's a few ones down. Yeah, we're talking about silver. I mean, collapse. I sent you the second one too on WhatsApp. I sent you part 2 on WhatsApp.
Okay.
That's what I was teaching tomorrow because you're talking about the stock market. Let me educate you.
Not really. On WhatsApp, not really.
I didn't send it to you? Damn, I thought I didn't send it to you. I thought I sent it to you. I must have sent it to tomorrow second. Gotta go down, put on like half, not too far down because these are recent, like, go back like 3 days. You see it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, that's it.
build real products. Chinese manufacturers, market. It's the factory floor where real companies go to secure real metal to build real products.
Exactly, build real shit.
Chinese
America don't build one.
need actual production lines.
Exactly. So, like I was explaining tomorrow, to have a real economy, you got to build shit. America don't build nothing more, so it's a fake dollar. Fake, it's all fake. It's smoke and mirrors. You got to have a manufacturing economy. I said, not the Wall Street shit you see, stocks and bonds. That's fake. That's a fake economy. It's not real. You must have real people on the ground making shit, building shit, to give your economy real value, to give your currency real value. America's smoke and mirrors, the dollar's a scam. You know, you gotta make real things, shoes, boats, cars, phone. You must have real value to back up your goddamn, your economy must give value to back up your damn currency. Go ahead, Joe.
These are electric vehicle plants on paper promises. They need the physical metal and they need it now. And here's the thing about China's appetite for silver. It's absolutely massive. China is the undisputed heavyweight champion of silver consumption globally. They're the #1 user of silver for solar panels.
Because they manufacture everything.
Over 200 gigawatts of solar capacity are planned for 2025 alone. That translates to thousands of tons of silver. They're also ramping up electric vehicle production, where each vehicle uses significantly more silver than traditional cars. We're talking about 25 to 50 grams per EV compared to around 15 grams for a conventional vehicle. And when you're producing millions of vehicles, those grams add up fast. For most of these critical high-tech applications, there is no viable substitute for silver. You can't swap it out for copper or aluminum and get the same performance. Silver has the highest electrical conductivity of any metal. It's essential. It's irreplaceable. And Chinese industry knows this better than anyone because they're the ones actually manufacturing these products at scale.
Exactly. They're the ones making your phone. They're the ones making your Apple phone, your iPhone, your this phone, your Huawei phones, your Google phones, your goddamn, all that shit they make in China. They know exactly. Without silver, none of this shit work. The connectivity is garbage. You can't use copper. You can't use aluminum. You must have silver. Especially all this digital shit they want to make. You can't, without silver, every computer is ran out. You got silver in there for conductibility. And so all these smart cities they want to make, now without no silver, you ain't making that shit. Go ahead, Joker.
The world's biggest physical buyer has to slam on the emergency brakes because the market is overheating. That's not a local problem. That's a global red alert. It's a massive flare being shot up from the very heart of industrial demand, signaling to the entire world that the physical market is in serious trouble. Let's talk about what Shanghai is trying to accomplish with this margin hike. The playbook is pretty straightforward. By making it incredibly expensive to hold long positions betting that the price will go up, They're trying to force traders to sell their contracts. And the theory is simple. If you flood the market with paper supply by forcing people to liquidate their positions, you can crash the price back down and bring the market back to heel. It's a classic paper market manipulation tactic that's been used countless times.
He's talking about paper market. He's talking about the fake silver that the cats have been running in New York. They've been shorting silver with fake paper, right? Like I said, people been buying fake paper, not real silver. So it's a way to keep the silver price low and keep it from its actual demand. What is it actually worth? But that's been broken now because real silver is needed, right? Exponentially to make these products, and no one has enough but China. So this fake paper, people say, hey, this can't be the price of silver. This paper shit is fake. We need the real material. We need the real resource. And that's why silver is going to shoot up from what it was the other couple of days, 65 cents an ounce. It's going to probably go. It's going to go at least to $200, $300, $400, fucking $500 an ounce because it's scarce now. And that fake paper, you're going to have run on banks. You're going to have run on people's banks. Hey, my silver ain't real. They're going to run on the bank and say, "We got give me my money out of here. Give me my silver." And I say, "You don't got no silver. You got this fake paper." What? And you might get revolution in the street, people getting shot, people getting killed, because these hacks have been running a Ponzi scheme for years, stealing everybody's fucking wealth and trying to come up with African resources. It's been a Ponzi scheme. And this shit is starting to collapse. That's why they need to go in Burkina Faso and shoot a motherfucker in their head. They need all resources to back their Ponzi scheme. Go ahead, Joe.
And sure enough, experienced market watchers saw it coming immediately. Within minutes of the announcement hitting social media, warnings flooded trading communities. Brace for brutal market opens. Expect volatility. This is a shakeout move. Everyone who's been through these cycles recognized exactly what was happening. The exchange was trying to engineer a violent price smash to scare traders out of their positions. But here's the fundamental problem they're facing, and this is why I'm telling you this margin hike is doomed to fail. You can manipulate paper prices all you want. You can change margin requirements. You can implement circuit breakers. You can help trading if things get too crazy. But there's one thing you absolutely cannot do. You cannot print physical silver bars. Exactly. And that's the crisis at the core of this entire situation. Chinese factories need silver, not want, need. Their production lines don't stop because some bureaucrat at an exchange raised margin requirements. Solar panel manufacturers have contracts to fulfill. Electric vehicle makers have production targets to hit. Electronics companies have components to build. The industrial demand is real, it's urgent, and it's not going away just because paper traders are getting squeezed. This is the paper versus physical disconnect that silver analysts have been warning about for years. As long as price discovery happened primarily in paper markets. Also,
pause that. Also, they've been doing this with gold. They've been doing the fake paper gold shit. We got the real. That's why they've been stealing gold out of Africa and putting it in their damn. That's why they telling Kenya, we're going to take your gold out of Kenya and put it in England. You got your fucking mind, Kenya? Are you fucking crazy? Out of your fucking mind? This is the impoverished you. So this is what they've been using also with the fake paper gold and real gold. That's why gold has been kept at such a low price at 2,000. You think it's high? 2,000. 2,000 is it at 2 or 4,000? I think it's at what was that? $4,000 an ounce gold, or is it $2,000 an ounce gold is? Look it up for me, Joe. What is it?
It was 4,000. Let me check.
Yes, so damn 4,000. But I'm gonna fucking mind the actual price of gold should be over 10,000 goddamn dollars an ounce. They keep it down because they don't want to. They got to make it parity with the fake paper scheme that they got going on, fake paper money. But probably the actual. What is it, Joby?
4,600.
See, it already went up again. I'm telling you, the actual real price of gold is more like. See, they've been flooding the market with fake paper to keep the price down, like they did silver. But they can't keep silver down now. Gold, because they need to fluctuate with this fake paper money, this fake dollar shit. I'm telling you, probably the real price of gold is probably more like $10,000 an ounce. smaller than your fucking phone, smaller than your pinky finger, your pinky nail, an ounce. Probably worth really about $10,000. And you get people in Kenya go get drunk for 2 days. Get this $2, $10,000 worth of gold in your little bitty hand. Give you $2, go get drunk. But so they've been making all these fake things to keep their paper money scams up. Because they can't have gold too high, because then that devaluates the dollar. Also, silver devaluates it. So they've been able to push it down by flooding the market with fake paper. And that's what we're talking about, silver and gold. But they've lost gold. I mean, they lost silver. Silver's going to shoot up what it was. I think it was like 65 cents an ounce, like 2 weeks ago. That shit going to go about $500 an ounce at least. But go ahead, Joker.
Supply and explosive demand could be suppressed. But we're reaching the point where that suppression mechanism is breaking down.
That's right.
More and more participants are saying, forget the paper games, just give me the actual metal. And exchanges are panicking because their warehouses
they don't got it. They don't have it.
Let me give you some context on just how tight physical markets have become. According to the Silver Institute, the global silver market is forecast to be in deficit for the 5th consecutive year in 2025. We're talking about a projected shortfall of around 117 million ounces. That's over 3,600 metric tons of silver that the market needs but can't produce. Mine production has essentially flatlined at around 813 million ounces annually, while demand keeps climbing. Industrial fabrication reached a record.
So since they can't produce it, because to produce it, you got to have mines and you got to have workers. Africa has a lot of silver. So they're going to go back into Africa. This one thing's coming. Now, whether Africa agrees with it or not, this is going to be on them. This was coming. So we need this silver. So we need to get these niggas back in these mines as slaves and pay them little to nothing. And we'll tell the leader, we'll knock you in your motherfucking mouth. You don't get these fucking goopy niggas in these mines and dig this shit up for us. That's what's coming. Because you have a silver shortage. Okay? And without silver, you can't make nothing. You can't make no missiles because it's connectivity. You can't make no cars. You can't make your goopy cell phones. You can't make your TVs. You can't make your nothing without silver. And there's plenty of that shit in Africa. But and Africa got what? Young manpower. So we're going to enslave these niggas again. Get your punk ass in that mine. Go ahead, Joe.
80.5 million ounces in 2024, up 11% from the previous year. And projections show that industrial demand will surpass 700 million ounces for the first time in 2025. The solar sector alone is expected to consume 261 million ounces this year. Electric vehicles are projected to add another 90 million ounces. We haven't even talked about the traditional uses in electronics, medical devices, and other industrial applications.
Everything.
This is why Shanghai's margin hike fundamentally cannot work. The paper market can try all the tricks it wants, but you cannot suppress physical demand with paper mechanisms when users actually need the metal. If a solar panel manufacturer in China needs silver to fulfill their production contracts, they're going to buy it regardless. Market. It's the local market. It's the factory floor where real companies go to secure real.
Let me see. Part 3.
But I thought you talking about the collapse. That was different, Joe. That was a little different. You talk about the Venezuela collapse, the collapse of the economy. But anyway, we don't need to talk about that anymore. That's good.
Vehicle factory needs silver for their circuit boards and battery management systems.
No, we don't talk about silver no more. He's talking mostly about silver. Okay. But that's part of the collapse as well. I don't need that. If you're talking about we're talking about economic collapse or the thing that happened in Venezuela. So what you see now, America's becoming a rogue country, okay? Now it's about open piracy. That's why they mean business when he's telling you he's going to take Greenland, right? And that's why he's saying, who's going to stop America taking Europe? Europe can't stop America taking nothing. They can fight Africa. They can't fight no real military. And if Africa builds a real military, they can't fight no Africans with no real military. Europe is poor and weak. Okay? Poor and weak. So that's why they tell we're going to have to fight Trump if Trump decides to take Greenland. They can't stop. And they tell me they got to stop. He was asked the question. See if you find him, Joe, right there. See what he says. He's talking about Canada. He says, Canada really independent? Is Canada really independent? Canada's really the 51st state right now.
Who? Trump?
Canada. That Chinese guy right there. He was saying Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he was telling the truth. He said Canada's saying they're not the 51st state, but in all name, Canada is really the 51st state of America. And everything but name. Everything but name. America controls Canada's economy. So all but name is already a 51st state. All but name. So the idea that Canada's free of America is crazy talk. America controls Canada's economy. So for all practical purposes, Canada is a 51st state of America. For all and everything but name, and you can keep calling yourself Canada, but everything but name, America runs Canada. You know, it's just a formality that by not calling Canada a state and calling it a country. But everything shows that America runs Canada and controls everything up in the country, controls the shit. So that is what it is. And that's what they said. And so I looked up because Trump mentioned something. Did you know back in 1920, I'm gonna have Joey look this up. There was a document, I think it was called the Red Dot, that America said our number one enemy is actually Britain. It was 1920, 100 years ago. It's our actually enemy is really the British Empire. And this before when they realized the Jays from Britain were coming and making these fake banks, that fake Federal Reserve Bank, right? So they're talking about England is the real enemy, and Canada being its proxy country, Canada too. So America is saying we need to go to war. This is 100 years ago. America said we need to go to war with England and take. Remember, Canada's not a real country. Canada is controlled by England. It's a proxy of England. The head of state is the Queen or the King. Canada's not a country. It's controlled by England. Just like Australia is not a country. It's controlled by England. They're still colonies of England. And so at that time, America understood that we're going to go to war with England, then we're going to just have to just take Canada. We're going to just wipe Canada ass out. That's what they said 100 years ago. Because Canada's, you guys know that Canada's not a country, right? As I had Joe here said, you guys look up, the head of Canada is the British Crown. The head of Australia is the British Crown. It never became real country. That's a state. It never became real sovereign country. Same thing did Africa. Canada never became a real country. It's a sovereign of the British Crown. What is up, Joby, real quick? I'm going to Google. Say, is the British royal family the head of state of Canada? That's a fact, yes. See if Google won't lie, try to hide it. Is the royal family considered the head of state in Canada?
Yes, the British royal family is Canada's head of state.
That's right. So Canada's not a country. It's not even controlled by the English people. It's controlled by the crown. The British monarchy runs Canada, and the British monarchy runs Australia. You think they're countries and they got prime ministers and all that? That's fake. Britain never let go of no motherfucker. That's why Britain can pretend like they let go of Africa. Britain never let go of no fucking Canada, and never let go of no Australia. See, these are all the con games. I told you, everything you believe is a lie. And then Canada's an independent state. No. The King of England controls fucking Canada. Still owns that shit. The British Crown runs Canada. The British Crown runs Australia and New Zealand. They own it. So when you say, oh, the country of Australia, the country of Canada, that's a fake name. That's fake. There's no fucking country of Canada. There's no country of Australia. That's the British Crown. Just like when Kenya was controlled by the British Crown in Nigeria, that's the British Crown. But they ain't never pretend to ever let no Canada go. And so that's why America 100 years ago said, we're going to go knock Canada in the head and take it. So that's what they're back saying again. right? Then we're going to go knock. This is 100 years ago. I forgot the name of that damn. I just look up tomorrow. I'll find it tonight. I'll research again. Because Americans, the generals of America, 100 years ago, 1920, said we're going to knock Canada in the head and take it from the British. And then we're going to knock the British, that's how I remember British Empire was still running all Africa. America said we're going to go knock these British motherfuckers in the mouth. This was the doctrine. It was the doctrine. I was reading this, I was like, what? Yeah, we gotta go knock them in the head. That's what we had to do. So I was like, what? So um
So let me go to the comments very
yep,
quickly.
Joby.
Yeah, as we continue, we have Ricky Karibisana once again. John Mosquito Jibajaba. I see y'all. I see earlier Ricky was saying, "Come on, kids, you didn't travel all over Africa. Visit more countries in Africa than."
I didn't travel. I didn't travel because I'm exaggerating, Rick. I'm gonna say I've been in every country. Rick, why you trying to hold me to the letter of the law? I said I ain't been all over all Africa. No, Rick, you're right. You said Rick keep trying to, you pretending ass nigga keep trying to throw me under the bus. I'm saying I've been around enough of Africa, okay? Have I been to more countries than speed and sweet? No. I never been to Botswana. I never been to Angola. I never been to Mozambique. Right? Never been to Mozambique. I never been to Angola. Let's see. Where's he been at again? I've been to Ethiopia. He's in Ethiopia. Been to Kenya. I never been to Rwanda. My staff has. I never been to Rwanda. But I know enough of what I've seen, goddammit. So damn you, Ricky, talking your shit.
John Mosquito says the goal is to get to move there, but to make you feel that Africa. The goal isn't to get you to move you there, but to make you feel Africa is your second home. It's your birthright. You should feel more comfortable to travel to Africa than European countries. And I also see Ricky says, I never call myself a pretendian or Indian. So you get it right, kid. You heard.
I'm fucking with you. Calm down.
And I also see John Mosquito says that the Mrs. Doubtfire spectacles are back now. You can read. Come on, why you kidding? And I also see Miss John Mosquito also says facts are kid. Not all of them. They are on vacation. They're mostly there to conduct research and gather information. Yeah, like there's a circular image that has been going viral. Let me share that as I continue of
You're good, Jim.
how the CIAs
Yeah.
have been selling mandazis in Kenya and some snacks, acting like they're poor white people. Let me share this. Actually, it's an image. I don't know if I can find a video of it. Maybe a video of it, but they are there like the CIA think they're slick and all that. There, right in my screen. Yeah, so this we've been seeing some Chinese white people literally acting like they are selling some snacks to the people on the road, and Africans being Africans, I'm gonna share one. They're just being amused, like amazed. They're phased about it, like wow, you guys can see a Chinese is selling mandazi. Like even one of them had to buy from them, because they think for real they're actually suffering. It's crazy. But I also see Jiba Jaba once again, Karibu. Mr. Dramos Chris says Joby traded Chuck Norris for Alex Jones. I still love the Chuck Norris moves. Don't play with me. I got them. I can't do no globalist. My voice is gonna be gone. I'd rather stick with the moves, the taekwondo moves. And I also see Ricky says black on TikToks already talking about politicians. About politician isn't from America. I didn't get that correctly. And Aaron James Karibusana says, I have over 50 ounces of silver. That's what's up. Silver is nice. I also love me some silver. Yeah, they're really really good. And I also see John Moscow says, "God help if you have a tool silver." God damn. And Jason says this country will go up in smoke. Um, John says Museveni said, "U.S. Army from Temu can't do shit." That's what's up. He Museveni says anything. Museveni says anything. That's why you see when the son cannot even be a president, because the son literally takes it straight from him. Just always says anything, anywhere, without control of the mouth, without even understanding. You're not supposed to be saying some things. It's crazy. But also see, Jason says, I got old silver coins and spoons and forks from the early 1800s. That's amazing. Jiba says it is a British Commonwealth. Ricky says, I love to hear your voice, kid. And also says, Jiba says, there ain't no snacks in Africa. Come on, we got a bunch of snacks. We got a bunch of them. Like, I can make you some snacks, me too. Let me share this video of some Kenyans, literally Kenyans faced by, hold on, by Mzungu selling mandazi. Okay, let me share this.
Sasa kuna mzungu mwenye anauza mandazi na anauzia watu. Oya, kuja, anauzia watu, ndo namuita kuja niuzie. How much? 20 bob each. Give me one, please. And you are doing a good job.
An African just being an African, always in white people, whether poor, whether rich, just always smiling. This is crazy, because actually the first comment on that video, someone said, "This is a CIA undercover, you fool. Like, what are you laughing? What are you congratulating this guy about? You're the one suffering, thinking you're helping him by buying a mandazi from him." It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because the Africans so loving, they like to have no defense mechanism. You're not helping this white man by buying this stinky mandazi. Exactly. He's fucking surveying everything. Exactly. It's a CIA op. Ain't no white man selling no mandazis in Kenya on the street.
It's crazy.
He's not saying, hey, you got a European say, what, this is a good business opportunity. Me sell mandazis on the street of Kenya. What? Go ahead.
20 shillings is less than $50. Usually less than 50 cents at Joe Mosquito. That's like 20 shillings. Just some spare coins.
That is so nice. I'm a very tall man. Let me taste and wow. So zimeisha, hii ndio ilikuwa ya mwisho. Mimi nimesema ni promote 20 bob.
Let me promote him. They are very nice. Oh my God, this is crazy.
I know. Instead of asking the question, why are you here in my country selling mandazis on the street when Africans can be doing that? See, no defense mechanism. Like, oh, the white man, yay, white daddy, white daddy, I love you.
Come through. Can I pay by M-Pesa?
Yes.
You have Pochi? Is it okay? Let me pay.
Like, can't you even ask yourself, how did this guy even try, like, put this business number on Pochi and all that? Like, please, this is crazy. Another one. Mzungu selling mandazi in Nairobi, and they're trending. Yeah. The funny thing, they always trend because of this, crazy.
Of course.
Crazy.
Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on here and talk about something with you guys. Something that I've been thinking about for the last week, and I'm talking about hawkers again. because I so much want to change the opinion that people have about hawking, and that it's
We don't care, man. We don't really care. Being honest, I really don't care.
Is this a white lady talking about the hawkers in Kenya?
I bet this was a 2022 video.
What businesses are yours, lady?
It's crazy, but those are literally our very own people. But think on maybe the last conversation we're gonna be having. Let me see what I can cue in. I think literally we talked about most of the things that cued in.
No. Let's talk about. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I send my thing until you can look at. Let's talk about. We're gonna talk about this. About your Tucker Carlson mentioned FBA and the FBA morons are trying to defend. Oh, we know Tucker Carlson is a racist. Blah blah blah. But see, I'm glad a lot of people drawing the line in the sand with you FBA morons. You're trying to call us all. You're trying to label us under your goopy banner that Tariq gave you, whose wife ain't in the FBA. His children ain't in the FBA. But just so, and this the dumb down Negroes put this FBA shit in their mouth, this fake acronym, which I said 6 years ago when he created this fake shit. It was 7 years ago now, 2019, damn. So they got Tucker Carlson, oh, I like these FBA guys. Ooh, right. Because you got somebody running for governor of Florida who's talking about, and that's a problem. I told you, it's a problem. See, and this is the only good thing about this. A lot of you Africans, Caribbeans, you coming over here and you try to steal, you try to tether yourself to Black American history, to fighting. And that's what the Republicans say. You're not a Black American. You people never fought. This is like some island, I forgot this is some island Negroes, some shit, right? But they always try to tether themselves over to our, because African Americans are known to be the people that fought for shit. And so the Republicans are calling you out, saying, you can't claim Black American history. You people never fought, but you can't say you part of Black American because you Black, because that's what they be doing. And so now you got the white people calling them out. See, and that's the thing. You thought you were going to come here, you're going to suck up the white people. They were going to let you do that for a little while until they got tired of you, and they were going to break your back. And so that's when they went to Tariq. I got shout out to Big Chief, because Tariq is an evil genius. He understands the level of angst that a lot of you African and Caribbean Negroes have done. That's been the problem with your disrespect. And then you try to pretend you're us. You the real pretendians. You try to pretend you're us, pretend you're part of our history, and you're not. Just like Jasmine Crockett, who lives in Dallas, but Jasmine Crockett is Haitian. Her family's Haitian. You can't tether yourself onto our history. You didn't fight in the streets against this white man the way we did. Just not you. And you try to claim it to get elected. Oh, yeah, and that's what you people have been doing. Like all that fake Congressional Black Caucus. And so that's what, and then you never fight for nobody Black. You the ones come and say, oh, you like that Jamaican lady Jovi show. Oh, you Black Americans, stop complaining. So so that bitch would be voted in to be our representative. We should do that cosplay like Jovi and change up that accent on our ass, right? We wouldn't know she's Jamaican. We didn't do our paperwork. She's talking like Nicki Minaj, talking that Black American shit. And we vote for her, and then she go, you niggas don't deserve no reparations. You're lazy and sorry, right? And so since you've done so much of that, and sadly it had to be done, people are asking for your paperwork. Like that goopy lady in Virginia, when me and Joe put up 2 years ago, talking crazy, that goopy Jamaican lady, talking all kind of crazy, reckless against Black Americans. And then she tried to run for governor, and Black people said, bitch, are you out your mind? She said, I don't know why Black people didn't vote for me, because I'm Black. Lady, you're not us, and you're anti-Black. So that's what Tucker Carlson, I'm going to say, this type in TikTok, say Tucker Carlson mentions FBA. But and that's been your problem. And so now white people are tired, they gonna get rid of you too. So you thought you were going to come in and snub out with white people, disrespect the black people here, and that was going to be your ticket to ride. And now black people are asking me, no, yeah, you look like a, let's see your paper. Where you from? Where you from? You from Trinidad? No. You're not, no. You niggas never fought for nothing. Where you from, Ghana? No. You niggas never fought for nothing. Where you from, South? No. You can't represent us. Where's your paperwork at? Because you're all you niggas have been anti-black. Like that goofy governor of Maryland now, they got that Jamaican. All you Jamaican niggas, fine, I've been saying about you Jamaicans. And I know people get mad. I said, hey, you better check these niggas' paperwork. You had a Jamaican girlfriend, but I told you most of these goofy niggas are anti-black. You better check their paperwork. So yeah, that's it right there, Joe. The white guy right there, that's it. That first one.
Okay, let me show.
Sorry, other people talking today.
And they called you a racist for that?
They did. Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida.
There's no such thing as no FBA. See, this is how white people lie. He said he got a call from the FBA Society in Florida. There's no such thing. There's no such organization. But you had a group of people probably reach out to him talking about this black guy who's trying to claim Black American history. This Jamaican, he's from the island. He's from one of these islands, like Jamaica, Haiti, whatever. Trying to claim our history. He tried to wrap himself in our history. And so the racist white guy said, you can't claim Black American people's history. That ain't you. And that's what these people have been doing. They've been claiming our fight and putting it on we've been fighting a white man, all that little shit. And that ain't your history. You ain't been fighting no white man nowhere, especially not no goddamn Jamaica. That ain't your history. So they've been coming over here stealing our history, claiming to be us. And now that's sad. Now you've been called out. You're not us. And keep our name out your filthy mouth. You ain't fought for shit. And we looking at your paperwork and you can't represent us because you're bootlicks. You're being called out now. And now, sadly enough, call a spade a spade. Tariq is going to be right with that because that's been the problem. You bootlicks have been put in here by white power to undermine Black Americans. And you've been cosplaying us. Like Joby. Joby's got a good Jamaican accent and a good South African. Joby can go to South Africa, they wouldn't even know where ass Kenya. They wouldn't even know unless she told them. She can blend in right along with that goofy. I've been to South Africa, Rick. Joby sounds just like them goofy motherfuckers, I'm telling you. She can blend in right along with them people. That's what these people, they've been cosplaying us. You don't get to cosplay us and put on our history when it suits you because you want to be elected. And then talk crazy about us. You want to get the glory of our history because our history is known. And you want to put on the coat of our history. You don't get to put on our coat of our history, goddammit. That ain't your fucking people. But go ahead, Joey.
Byron's mother is Jamaican. He is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery without a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
No, pause it. Now they only laughing, I said, because they know what they did by bringing these black Negroes from other countries that are anti-black. So they're not confused. Tucker Carlson racist ass, this racist other. They're not confused. They know they prop these Negroes, brought them here, and then allowed them to assume black identity, Black American identity, to pretend that they from slavery and they fought these fights, which they ain't fight none of this shit no Panama, and them sure they fight none of this shit no fucking Jamaica. But they get the claim they've been allowed to cosplay us, and now white Americans said no, we know you are. We know you're not the Black Americans. We know you're not them. We've allowed you to cosplay, but now we're saying the jig is up. No more cosplay for you goofy African niggas and you goofy Caribbean niggas. The cosplaying is up because we don't want none of you here again. We're tired of your face. You did what you're supposed to do. We let you in there for 25, 30 years. Now we're tired of your ass. See, they act like they know that they allowed these Negroes to come in and cosplay us. And black people, sadly, you weren't smart enough to know when a motherfucker wasn't black American. Because they look just like you. You didn't know they got that, they get tricked with that Nicki Minaj accent. That ain't the way fucking Nicki Minaj talk. You been to Trinidad, nigga? They talk like Jamaicans. All them island niggas talk like Jamaican people. So, they can cosplay. And then they come and then talk crazy to you. You say, what? This motherfucker's a black American? Well, you find the motherfuckers from Jamaica, from Trinidad, from Grenada, Bahamas, Bermuda, Panama, all these Caribbean niggas. Right? The Caribbean's been the worst. Africans have been so bad as far as the political scene, right? Got some, but not the Caribbean niggas. To me, have been the worst. Especially just these Jamaican niggas. They've been the worst. Right? So the white people let you know, yeah, we know you're not no damn black Americans. Really, you try to put on black American culture and history. That ain't you. That's what Tucker Carlson, the other racist white guy said. We know this ain't you. Hey, but you keep saying, oh yeah, when we fought for freedom and fought for civil rights and we did this. That ain't you. Your people weren't even ain't got to do with you. And the other black people tell you, motherfucker, you ain't us. You didn't do none of this. What are you talking about? But go ahead, Joker.
Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but like they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years, and the descendants of a lot of American slaves, or families have been here 400 years, I don't know. I think that gives. I'll listen to you. You've got a point of view that is legitimate, I think.
Yeah. And they're unequivocally heritage Americans.
That's for sure.
100%.
They're definitely heritage Americans, if anyone is. And, someone rolls in from Ghana and gets an MSNBC slot and starts speaking on behalf of black people.
Exactly. They're talking about, and she's not from Ghana. They're talking about Joy Reid. Joy Reid's from the Congo. And Joy Reid used to talk that fuck shit to us. Talk that crazy shit. And then people didn't say, let's go check her background. Bitch, you from the Congo. You keep your mouth shut. Talking about what black people should do and what we not. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Them people wasn't here fighting in the street. You're from the Congo. And that's what the white media did. They put Joy Reid on to talk crazy to us when black people said, nah, the Democratic Party don't do that. No, these are bots. These are not real black people. These are bots. And anybody talking about not doing this for black people, because these all, remember, white power always gets its bootlicks. And that means the J white power, right? So they put these bootlicks, make them newscasters, sports reporters, they give them clout. And they get to speak on our behalf. Sadly, a lot of black people that know these aren't black Americans. These are niggas from Africa, these bootlick niggas from Africa, these bootlick niggas from the Caribbean. And so now people, that's what Tucker's saying. Tucker knew. Tucker knew. She's not from God. Tucker knew that Joy Reid, most black Americans know Joy Reid wasn't no black American. They know she's from no fucking Africa. They know she's from the Congo. And now she's being called out because all her views were anti-black American. Keep us all fucked up. Keep us all in the same cycle of poverty and disrepair. Now she's being called out. Why are you talking about black American? It ain't got nothing to do with you, lady. You're from the, like when that other lady was talking against all them bootlicking handkerchief head. What was that lady's name? The mixed girl from the Caribbean. She was talking righteous. Talking all them goopy Africans on that Panama and Joby show. Talking that goopy nigga from Angola and all these other goopy African niggas talking crazy. Just that white supremacy all in their mouth. What was her name? What was that? Whatever that lady's name was. Y'all remember that? When she did when she was debating all of them at once. What was her name? You got some in the chat room. What was that girl's name? Who was chasing all these? They was debating all these goopy Africans talking crazy. There's no such thing as racism and white supremacy. You black Americans don't work on. We get opportunity. All that old shit. Because you don't know nothing. You need to shut your fucking mouth. I've got a damn name. You got to tell me in the chat room. But anyway, and so You think they don't know that Joy Reid wasn't a black American? That's why he just said Ghana. You know, she went from Ghana, she's from the Congo. But she would tell people, yeah, you must support the fake movement of Black Lives Matter. When black people said, nah, Black Lives Matter was created by the hacks. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Oh, you can't say that. So you're a bot. You're a Russian agent. You're a bot. You're a computer bot. That's not what real black Americans think. Bitch, you ain't a black American. And you don't get to tell us. And see, that's how they would mess up your internal politics. They would confuse your internal politics because you would look at her and her goofy accent and you swear to God she was a black American. And she's not. She's bought and paid for by the hats and she's from the Congo. And ain't got no goddamn camaraderie with you because he's a bootlick. That's why parents were brought in here from Congo to be bootlicks and handkerchief heads. So that's the only thing I do agree with African Americans. I do. Let me check your paperwork. Where the fuck is your family from? And shout out to you guys. I already told you Jasmine Crockett, you know, Jasmine Crockett was. I told you Jasmine Crockett was phony. Trying to be that sister girl ghetto shit. We're not ghetto. No matter how the media shows us and shows all these goofy, ignorant ass rappers, black Americans are not ghetto. So you got this fucking Haitian broad called Jasmine Crockett trying to be all sister girl. Hey girl, hey sister, talking all that. I hate to say I'm gonna throw Joey in the bus right here, right now. But Joey listen to all that goofy, crazy ass rap. Back in the day, all that ghetto ass rap. This is the way this is the way a congressman woman's supposed to be talking. Supposed to be respected, talking all crazy like this. Of course not. But that's how they think of us. See, they can appeal to us. Like when Joey had that Saucy Santana shit a couple years ago. Hey, what's this shit here? What's this disrespectful shit? But she thinks she can cosplay us by being ghetto. This is how I reach these goofy black Americans. I'll be ghetto. And you go check her paperwork. This bitch is Haitian. You ain't no black American. The hell you doing? And now your paperwork out, Jasmine. You're done. I do agree with black people finally waking up. You goofy Africans and Caribbean niggas, not all of you, but the majority have been brought over here to be coons and bootlicks, and you show that's what you are. And so now I've been said that. Check people's paperwork. I told you, look, that's why you didn't know they wasn't black Americans. They are us. They're still us. Because in Africa or fucking the Caribbean, they're still us. Right? I think Lupita can play a slave being from Kenya and get an Oscar because he's us. Right? That's why they come over and play you. You guys say, let me see your paperwork. Where you from? Where you from? Are you from black America or not? Go ahead, Joe. Finish playing that right there.
It had nothing to do with this.
Right.
That's
Literally.
a fair perspective, right? I think.
Exactly.
And so it's good to actually see them call them out for that. That's actually cultural appropriation. Appropriating the struggle of slavery.
I totally agree.
And the struggle of slavery was real. I don't think Republicans ever want to really whitewash that. It's real, right? But for
we're
Byron,
against slavery.
We're against it.
Whether it's in the, West Bank or here or anywhere.
Yeah,
against it.
And these are the puppet Negroes that can say we don't have no culture, while they've been stealing our culture and our identity and pretending to be us in our face. Right? That's what they've been doing. And now the jig is up. And even the white people who started this, they brought this in here. They know it's why they're laughing. They said, hey, you other bootlick Negroes from Africa and Caribbean, we know you're not black American. And the black Americans know now too. And the jig is up. You don't get to cosplay them and try to say their history is your history. You don't get to say, when we was in slavery and we had to fight. What? And you was in slavery. And you fought, motherfucker, you was in Jamaica eating a fucking mango, sitting on the beach. The fuck are you talking about? What history are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, you was in goddamn the Congo. What the fuck you doing over there? What are you talking about? What people you been fighting in the street? What are you talking about? You can't steal our history and say it's not no culture and then cosplay us. This shit is, and the white people set that up. And these goofy handkerchief head niggas from the Caribbean, Africa went along with it because they thought they were getting a foot up over us in America. But we always told you, you don't understand white supremacy. They don't like your ass. They'll use you and then they'll get rid of your ass, stupid. They'll use you for their benefit, then they'll throw you in the bus and break every bone in your body. That's what they're doing now. They know you wasn't American. They know you wasn't Black American. They brought you in to pull that scam. Okay? Now, Joey, do this on we're about to wrap it up. Do this on TikTok. Say Jasmine Crockett is a Haitian. Is a Haitian, not a Black American. Say Jasmine Crockett is a Haitian, not a Black American. Type that shit up. All you cosplaying niggas, always cosplaying. You don't want to mention you're a Haitian. See, now people asking for your paperwork. Good. Here we got.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Joe, man. So check this out. So somebody posted this about Jasmine Crockett. It says she's Haitian descent, blah, 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 right? Let me explain to you how to do some research. You're supposed to click right there to pull up the articles. If you do not click there and pull up the articles, you don't have any evidence. All right? Now, I don't like Jasmine Crockett like a lot of people.
Yeah, we don't like it. We want to check her paperwork.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we I don't know how to do
exactly. I don't know if she's Haitian or not, but I do agree with checking her paperwork. And and she's a tool of white power. So I say check her paperwork. Check it. So I don't know if she's Haitian or not, but we're gonna check her paperwork. Check it. Check her goddamn paperwork. And yeah, we don't like her ass. All that old ghetto shit she be doing. How you a congresswoman? You gonna act like you from the projects? You ghetto? Because you supposed to be like all Black people are ghetto? Fucking stupid. You don't represent us. But let's pull this up, Joe, real quick. Ask Google, is Jasmine Crockett sponsored by 8-Pack? Let's ask that. And we'll know whether she represents Black people or not globally. Says Jasmine Crockett, sponsored by 8-Pack. That's all you need to know. See, Black people, you're finally becoming, like Malcolm X said, you're finally becoming politically astute. You're not no more political children you've been so many years. What does it say?
There's no clear detail about it.
There's no clear detail. It's funny. They hiding it. If people starting to look, why wouldn't there be clear detail of that? That'd jump off the page. And the answer is yes, she is. So they're always trying to hide that she's sponsored by 8-Pack. Putting all that sister girl ghetto shit. That's all fake for you. I'm ghetto and I'm doing. Remember she was doing that? Okay, pull this up, Joby. Pull this up. I know this is going to be on TikTok. Say Jasmine Crockett dances to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl what's the word? Super Bowl event. So Jasmine Crockett dances to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl event. You know that old ghetto shit in the Congress. I'm sliding, I'm tripping, and I'm sliding, and I'm ripping all that old goofy shit she did. There's gonna be a bunch of anyone, Joey, is over. Look at this shit here. It's the Congresswoman. This some shit I get on Joey till I don't do. This is a Congresswoman, right? Play it again, Joby. She's slipping and she's sliding and she's riding, Joby. Do another one. Do another one. I'm gonna let some people talking about it. Good. Good.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat, and rap, he a freak though, man down, call like
This is your Dallas representative. What are they saying in the comments? I'm gonna see how dead they are. This is your Dallas, Texas. This is your Dallas, Texas representative in Congress. I think she's from Oak Cliff section. That Oak Cliff, the poor section of Dallas. I think she's from the Oak Cliff region. If you guys been to Oak Cliff in Dallas, you know that's the poverty part of Dallas. Dallas is a rich city. That's where the poor Negroes live. She's their representative. I'm sliding, I'm stripping, and I'm riding to the back. Hey, lady, can you bring us some help instead of sliding, stripping, and riding through the back? Go ahead, Joe. Play again. I want you to read the comments. Read the comments read them comments on that thing. What they say?
Some people are saying what's always controversial. Harris laughed, Jasmine danced, Walt son cried in love and joy, Bishop showed up empathy. Survey says they're heartless. I don't know what that means, but someone also says tan suit, Biden eating ice cream, AOC dancing, and now Jasmine's dancing. What is the world becoming to? And,
exactly. What is she doing? Why is she doing some tipping up, sliding, and riding through the back like that? What kind of? I don't want this kind of representation, lady. I want you to be serious. I want you to be serious with Joby with the glasses. All right? I want you to be serious. I want some serious shit going on because we're impoverished over here in Dallas and this part of Southern Dallas. We're impoverished. So I don't need you slipping and riding and sliding through the back. I don't need that from you. I need some policies passed that's going to benefit my ass. See, this is all mind control. Look at Jasmine's young. She's slipping and sliding right through the back. Play it one more time, Joe.
What's that on the beat, bro?
What's it on the beat?
He a freak, though. Man down, turn like ember lamps. Tell them breathe. Let them boys get across. They walk around like thieves. What's up with... Hey, yo.
That's how my Congress money's getting. That's how they using my Congress money. Slide my tax dollars. She's slipping and sliding and riding through the back, Joe.
Crazy, but literally as I get closer,
even when Joby does something, hey Joby, take that shit down.
Most of the
I don't need to see you sliding and riding and flipping through the back. Go ahead, Joby.
Become a joke. This is what they've been doing online. Even Ruto is also on TikTok. Just always sometimes find him doing some crazy things. Our governors, our senators, especially our senators, men. We have a very an unashamed senator of a woman here, literally. Now they're talking about whose boobs are big, whose butt is big. Those are our senators, literally, in Kenya. So, it's not just on you guys, and the politicians have become a joke. Like they are been a joke, but this is now more seen of the joke. It's crazy. But as we wind up,
and back to the back, Joey.
To Robin S, nice to see you. Mr.
Hey, we see Robin S in a minute.
Drama Street says Nicki Minaj said white people treat her better than black people. That's what's
I told every coon says. I told you that. Every coon that always comes out their mouth. I told you. See, she's been exposed because she's broke. And now she's got to do the white grip to hopefully give her some money. Because now she's been completely cut off from Black America. They didn't throw her in the bus. And she knows she can't go back to Trinidad because that's impoverished. She don't want to go back to Trinidad. I don't want to go back there. But go back. Sing your Trinidad song. Oh, your Trinidad songs won't make you no money. Go back and do your Trinidad song. Do that.
And then John Mosquito says, let me see, there's a comment. They think white people like them more than the black Americans. They don't know they're just being manipulated and used. And shout out to Sister Monique. Nice to see you too today.
I think they do know, Jim Mosquito. I think they do know. I used to say that too. No, they don't know no better. No, they know better. They know. They know they're being bootlicks and coons, and they're doing it for what? For material gain. They get cars just like the Jamaican girl. What's wrong with you black Americans complaining? You see I got a car? You see my car, you goofy niggas? See my Mercedes? They know what they doing. They know they bootlegs. They want to be that. They know they sell out in bootlegs. That's why they said fighting. See, that's why she knows she didn't fight. But she said us fighting is complaining. Well, you black Americans always complaining. Don't you see I got a car? I couldn't get that in Jamaica. I was washing my ass with sticks and leaves. Well, the thing is about fighting, you dumb moronic ass Jamaican, is so you won't have to wipe your ass with sticks and leaves. That's why you fight. That's the reason why you fight. Because you don't want to wash your ass or wipe your ass with sticks and leaves. That's why we fight. That's not complaining. So you're from a weaker lineage. So when you come over and cosplay us, you're going to be weak. You're going to fall for white people. Oh, I got a car. Look at my car. But your people are back on Jamaica wiping their ass with sticks and leaves. How does that benefit us? Benefit them? You got a car. You come from dirtbag cultures. I call it spade a spade. You try to and that's what Tucker Carlson is telling you in your face. You come from dirtbag cultures. You didn't fight for shit. So you come over and try to claim our culture, which you say we don't have, but you claim it because you know everybody recognizes our culture because we fought. And you got to understand white power. And this is power. Let me give you goofy Jamaicans, you goofy Caribbeans, goofy Africans, one level of advice. Power does not respect weakness. So you think you come on cosplay and you're being weak, they don't respect you. Power does not respect weakness. Power only respects power. You coming over here showing your asshole to white people, trying to pretend to be us, no. They're going to let you do it for a little while, and eventually they always come back and break your back. And then let you know, yeah, we know who you are. We know that you're in. We know you're not black American, and you're not gonna play in our face no more. Okay, because the black Americans have found out now. See, the only reason white people are mentioning it and admitting it because black Americans are finally saying, hey, these motherfuckers are not us. They've been cosplaying in our face. And don't give a shit about us. They all like that Cooper Jamaican lady. We're going to joke you.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right there. That has been our time. Allow us to literally
that's the last message we got. You read them all?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I did. Keep up. But anyway,
Joby, mustard on the beat. Do.
We live in such a beautiful rest part of
You're fine. You guys are fine, Joby. I'm not, you guys are fine, Joby, on Instagram. Mustard on the beat, nigga. Do. I'm fine. I'm tripping and I'm riding and I'm Joby. Do.
I'm just chilling.
I ain't seen Joby do no feel like that in a long time.
See you guys tomorrow, same time.
Good love, family.
We out.